Hey gang, we're back in the house looking at the center console gauge cluster, radio slash AC wiper control panel. I want to show you something I've got to fix, which I thought I fixed, which is right here. So this frame, these frames are very thin, and by the way, never lift it, never grab one of these by this part up here. Always grab it by the main body. But I want to show you how thin, in case you didn't know, how thin this area is. So this spot right here on this frame is very susceptible to breaking. And it did break on the other side. And I tried to do a repair with various materials. This is a combination of metal tape, and then I put some of that steel stick stuff, which is great, but I guess it was kind of soft for a minute. And then when I installed this upper piece for the AC vents and also the wiper control switch, which I took this off of the old, this is original, took it off of the original one, put it there for the vintage air. This is obviously new. This is new, but this is original. Anyway, apparently this part moved a little bit, and now it's not lining up, which I know it's not a super big deal, but I just don't want to be sitting in the car. Every time I get in the car, I know I'll look over and I'll see this. I'll see that, and it's gonna bug me. So I'm gonna try to fix it. What I'm gonna do is take this stuff off, try to loosen this, and then I'll put a clamp here, try to hold it, and I'll loosen the screws on this part. I'll loosen all this up, take this off, clamp it down so it stays, and then try to reapply something like some epoxy or some steel stick stuff to hold it. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'll check back with you and let you know how it progresses. All right, so here's the deal, you guys. I think this stuff could be good, but I don't think it's the right thing for this particular application, because this, what's it called, PC7. First of all, it takes a long time to fully harden, like 24 hours and maybe up to 48 hours. And I want to show you what happened. And part of this is my fault, because I didn't know it took so long to harden, and I allowed this joint to move a little bit when it was hardening before it was fully cured, and now it still moves a little bit. Like just the area I need to be joined is a little soft. So I think what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to clear this out, and I'm going to get some of my favorite JB Weld stuff. I'm going to get some new stuff, and then I might make a brace that goes right in here, and make a little triangular piece or something. I'm going to put more here and see if I can just reinforce this, because it bugs me that this thing moves. And I think I can fix it. I think I can improve it a lot, but it's just hard. It's really tough to work, because I can't really drill through here. I was going to drill through and maybe put a pin, like a brace across this way, but there isn't really room to do that. So I'm still looking at options. Like I said, maybe just like a brace that goes here. But it's just how to attach it, how to get it to be stable. That's the issue. So I'm going to keep working on it, but I think I'm going to grind it out, and put something else in here. Okay, let me show you what I have going here. I cleaned up this area. You see how it's a little off. So that's where it broke. I'm going to use this foil tape on the back on the underside. I'm going to put some epoxy in here. It's JB Weld. I'm using this stuff. Stuff works great. I cut this piece of aluminum, roughed it up around the edges. I'm going to lay this right in there. I'll show you in a minute. And then I'm just going to see how it works. And I'll try to clamp it. The hard part is clamping it down so that this is right. So keep my fingers crossed. All right, it's a few days later. This is all set up now. It's all pretty solid. Before I take all this tape off and clean this up, I'm gonna go ahead and grind this down a bit so this is flat on top, because it does have to butt up against the side, the dash panels, the front dash panels. So I'm gonna do that with a grinder, and then we'll take all this off and have a look. Okay, here is the, for now, finished product. So you can see my aluminum brace here, and that's how much JB Weld I put in there. It's mainly being braced here, and then I ground this down. I put a little bit of just chrome paint, spray paint on there, just to, you know, kind of match it up. Let's look from the front, or, well, actually, let's see how much it ground down. You can see this is the spot right here where it was repaired, where the crack was. This was completely cracked. The one thing I did notice is that when I was fiddling around with the top, I inadvertently scraped a little bit of the paint off of this area, and this needs a little more touch up right in here because of the JB Weld coming through. And so I may or may not, you know, fix that in the near future. It's just needs a little dab of black on it. But overall, this thing is strong now, and I just did what I said not to do, which is to pick it up by this part. But that is, where's the brake? Right there. And you can barely see it now. And even grinding that down, no problem. So I'm happy with that. So here's the brace, and here's the other side, just so you can compare. So that's, you know, that's how thick it normally is, and then this is how thick this side is. So what I would recommend for some of you, if you're starting a project, just go ahead and put braces in this, and, you know, just do it from the beginning. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything if you have braces right in here, and it's not going to interfere with the mounting. As long as this is flat up here, it should mount up just fine. We'll find out together, but I'm going to move on and call this a success for right now. So thanks for watching. See you guys later.